We just got Smol talk a few seconds ago and the Discord stage channel a few days ago. I'll summarize the stage channel for those unwilling to spend over an hour listening to it. But first, I wanna analyze the Smol talk to see what might be coming. 1 year anniversary celebration will be delayed a little bit. When is it normally? Clash Mini launched at November 8th last year. I can't believe it's been a year already. That's wild. The update was due to be released in the anniversary, but in the September patch, they added 15 days to the season, which means the update now will likely come in around November 20th or a few days after. You might be thinking, what would be the anniversary celebration? It's no secret we're getting a huge update. We're getting a tremendous graphic overhaul, like completely new art style. I'll talk more about that later in the video. The things I talked about aren't for the anniversary but for the normal update. The anniversary will have something else, maybe a free skin. Or perhaps a set of weekly challenges with exclusive rewards. Could be a profile picture, assuming they added it. A free mini pass? Nah, that's taking it too far. Oh, speaking of which, the mini pass will be changed so it refreshes monthly instead of every update, similar to Clash Royale. I just hope they cut the price in half, since we're gonna need to buy it twice as frequently as we used to need. Frame also mentioned we're gonna get more freedom in terms of upgrading heroes and minis because they are very unhappy with the economy right now. I don't know what the new system is, but I have some ideas. First one could be wild cards and magic items. We have seen those in Clash Royale, and they help focus upgrades on specific cards a ton. And here's my theory on what those geometrical shapes in the shop are. We have a hexagon and a pentagon. Assuming the hexagon is a hero wild fragment, the pentagon is a 4 elixir mini wild fragment, and the 3 elixir mini and 2 elixir mini ones I assume will be a square and a triangle. Another thing is they could also double down on giving out gems and gold, then make upgrades purchasable from the shop only. But that's boring if you ask me. Or maybe a new favorite system I thought of. Imagine we have a favorite system where there's a heart on the heroes or the minis and you click on that to activate it. Having the heart activated on Queen means she is more likely to appear in chests and the shop. Same goes for minis, since I can like multiple minis to increase their odds in appearing from chests. The last thing in Smol talk is the toy section. That's the tremendous graphical overhaul I said I'll talk about. Seems like they're gonna be doubling down on the toy themed graphics. I would expect minis to look plastic or wooden theme. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some wind-up themed designs like this, or even some remote control stuff. I don't know really, that's just what I picked up from the Smol talk. Now for the stage channel, it was mainly focused on balancing. There's a patch coming in October 13, and they said it will feature something that hints toward the direction they are heading towards in the update 5. We also talked about the randomness of tiles and clash abilities. For tiles, they want to make them the same position for both players and never change on all 5 rounds. That does create a problem though, as some decks prefer front tiles while others prefer back tiles. However, fans' response to this was that they want to introduce more dimensions so the tiles aren't the only game deciding factors and are less important. What could those dimensions be, you might ask? They did once mention stars becoming a resource to use in battle, so those dimensions they talked about could be traps to be bought with stars. Maybe it could be some equipment that buffs stats, like a sword that gives extra damage if you apply it on a mini, or a shield that increases max HP. There's also the clash abilities, which an ungodly amount of people complained about that day. They said it's here to stay, and it's a feature that makes Clash Mini unique to other auto chess games. However, there will be an attempt to fix them on update 5, and they are also hoping that the extra choices from the dimensions and stuff they talked about make clash abilities less game deciding. Another thing we discussed is limiting the movement during the games to increase the risk and the strategy in every round. My theory is that it could come off as one of 2 methods. The first way of playing it is having a limited number of moves every round. For example, in round 3, you can only move 2 of your minis. Then in round 5, you can only move 4 minis. The other way I thought of is each troop has a set number of moves allowed on it per game. Let's say after placing a tank you can only move it 2 times, but for a ranged mini you can move it 4 times, because I would assume ranged minis need to be more flexible. About the heroes, I think they shouldn't really be limited to a counter of movements. Another thing we discussed is Barbarian King and Archer Queen. They are thinking of making the Barbarian King super only affect melee minis, and making the Archer Queen super affect only ranged minis, but I would assume they will make her super range infinite then. I'm gonna need your all's opinion on this in the comment section so the team can read it and know if it's worth implementing or not. Balance talk is over. Now 6 small quality of life questions. They will add revive and shell tile to friendly battles. They want to find a fix to top ladder as players are getting 2 for a win and losing 35 trophies. Update 5 won't reset progression, but if necessary they will change some resources and compensate accordingly. Skin prices won't decrease, however newer skins can be offered at cheaper prices. On update 5, Battle Healer will probably be the only mini without skins, so these minis will probably be getting skins. They don't have time to add profiles in the next update, however they will probably squeeze them in update 6. Also they are gonna try to get replays done as soon as they can. That's it for the stage channel and also for this video. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video.